What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and Gaming News video. Today we have some great topics for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And also, sorry, I should preface this by saying there's a little bit of a rant at the end, so I'm pretty sure you guys want to stay tuned for the whole video just so you can get all of that. But anyway, Dimension Drive is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Indie Dungeon, the Netherlands, July 26, 2017. We've got a press release from the company. Too Awesome Studio is proud to announce the launch of Dimension Drive on the Nintendo Switch and Steam this fall. Dimension Drive development has been a long journey that has brought us a lot of personal changes to our jobs, from space engineers to indie game developers, and challenges like going through 2 Kickstarter campaigns in a row. Having the possibility to release Dimension Drive at the same time on the Nintendo Switch and Steam this fall is a big moment for celebration. Too Awesome Studio will be at the Indie Arena booth at Gamescom Hall 10.1, booth A020, showcasing Dimension Drive on the Nintendo Switch for the first time. Here's some more information on Dimension Drive. Dimension Drive is a space shooter that challenges your skills in entirely new ways. Play 2 games at once on this dual battlefield madness set in a comic book universe. Dimension Drive features single-player, local co-op modes, unlock various weapons by finding secret data cubes in the levels, and improve your arsenal for the ultimate fight. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this title is because this looks a lot like Ikaruga. Maybe not quite as intense as far as the bullet hell goes, but it has that same over-the-top view that I used to play growing up all the time, and like, this is cool. So that's the reason why I wanted to talk about it. And the interesting thing about this game is that you're actually playing 2 games at once. So there's going to be some things happening on the right side of the screen compared to the other things happening on the left side of the screen. There's also co-op too, so someone else can play in that, and it's going to intertwine. So it has a very unique and interesting concept. And if you remember Ikaruga, that game had a dual concept of you can press one color to basically absorb certain bullets and press a different color to absorb other bullets. So you had to switch back and forth completely. So there was this dual mechanic of you switching back and forth, and of course shooting. I mean, this game, it's not quite like that, but there is some of those impacts of it as having to do 2 things at once or worry about the dual aspects of the game. So that's the reason why I'm actually looking forward to this at this point, because Ikaruga was one of my favorite over-the-top shooters back in the day. So what do you guys think about Dimension Drive coming to Nintendo Switch this fall? You can check out the Steam page. I think it's already up on early access, so if you're part of that program or want to play the game, test it out, you can definitely do so on Steam. And I love the fact that it's coming over at the same point, so that's also really cool. Let me know what you guys think about Dimension Drive on the Nintendo Switch and PC in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. EB Games is listing Sonic Forces for release on October 7th, plus there's some brand new box art. So we can't always go off of these because once again we've seen that the EB Games or GameStop or other places have gotten these listings wrong. However, it does seem like that is a date that Sonic Forces would come out. Sonic games like to launch around the November-ish time, fall, because Sega still feels that this franchise is one of those like November slots, even though it hasn't been for quite some time. But you never know with this one. Obviously, you know, the game is not out yet, so I don't want to prejudge or anything like that. But Sonic Forces, it seems like it could be, there's some potential in there for there to be a great game, right? We've had some hands-on playtime, people at E3. The outcome of those hands-on playtimes have been 100% favorable, but there have been some people who are saying that the game is somewhat decent or is good. So we still need to wait and see on the final release, right? The final release is really going to see what we'll be able to do, because Sega hasn't really gave people full access to more than just a couple of stages, like the classic level, and then you have like the Sonic Modern, and then you have like the custom character one, and that's it. We still haven't got our hands on the complete editor. We still need to see more as far as the other levels. We've only seen just a few. There's only been like a few of the classic levels that we've seen in that like Destruction Room level. We still need to see the boss fights. There really hasn't been much. All we've seen is like what, the classic Robotnik boss fight from classic Sonic. There just hasn't been enough yet to form a 100% opinion. That I know over there at Nintendo Life, Alex Only, if I said that name correctly, I probably didn't. Sorry about that, Alex. He said that Sonic Forces is not good. He's already proclaimed that the game is not good based on his hands-on time that he's got with the game. And yeah, as you can expect, that video got quite a bit of hate online because the game's not out yet. So I don't want to go as far as what they're doing out there, because I have read a lot of previews. I've seen a lot of people in the Sonic community talk about the game, or at least, you know, discuss what they've played so far. Kobe over there, I think like the Tales channel also played it. So I've gotten a lot of opinions out there, and like I said, I'll wait till the final opinion, which is myself, and I'll see if the game is good or not. But I'm hoping and I'm praying, but I'm not falling into that Sonic hype cycle, guys. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Everything with Sonic Forces looks awesome. It actually looks more awesome than some of the other games that have came out before as far as Sonic titles go. But like I said, I'm not falling into that. Gonna wait for the actual game and we'll see if it's good. But what do you guys think about this November 7th release date? Seems kind of okay to me because it's after Super Mario Odyssey, which everything was pointing to this game coming out after Super Mario Odyssey and not before it. So we'll have to wait and see as far as the final verdict when it's coming out. But yeah, November 7th, EV Games Australia is listing. And what do you guys think about the gameplay so far in terms of Sonic Forces from what you've seen? And if you've played it, let me know your experiences in the comment section below. Alright, now moving on to the next article here. Splatoon 2 version 1.1.2 update is now available. It fixes the ticket glitch and points required special gauges for various different weapons. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the official announcement as far as what's changed and what's new in Splatoon version 1.1.2. An occasionally occurring issue where players receive gear from the Splatnet gear shop with unintended combination of gear abilities. The combination of abilities for this type of gear has been changed to match those of gear available for purchase in the Inkopolis Square shops. Fixed an issue that prevented ranking information from displaying properly when viewing past records for League Battle. Adjusted the number of points required to fill the special gauge for the following weapons: weapon before and then weapon after. So I'm going to talk about the weapon before, then what it goes to after. So you have the Splat Dualies. It changed from 180 to 170. Hero Dually Replicas changed from 180 to 170. N-Parry Splat Dualies changed from 180 to 170. Pentatech Splatter Shot changed from 190 to 210. N-Zap 85 from 180 to 200. .96 Gal from 180 to 210. Slosher from 180 to 190. Hero Slosher Replica from 180 to 190. The Tri-Slosher from 180 to 210, and the Mini Splatting from 180 to 190. So we've got some nice balances there. Some people were complaining about the Slosher and some of the other things as far as how fast you get the specials and how quickly people are just over there racking up havoc with their specials with all those weapons. So Nintendo balanced it out just a little bit, in addition to giving some of the weaker weapons, which are the dualies and all that, a little bit more of a buff, because they can get through their special faster, so therefore you can probably do a little bit better in battle if you remember to activate your special, which I always forget to activate at times, but I just definitely need some more hands-on time with it. But I'm still enjoying Splatoon. I wasn't able to play with you guys as far as yesterday. Sorry about that. The servers were down for a bit, but by the time they came back on, I only had like 15 minutes for me to play as far as before I had to go somewhere. So I'm thinking that we're going to do PE Arena tonight with Splatoon 2. I'm hoping that we can do that. If not, then we'll definitely get the Mario Kart 8 on Friday. We got the $10 eShop card going down, so make sure you check out the links description below for information on that. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about Splatoon 2 version 1.1.2. You guys feel any differences? Do you feel that you're doing better with the weapons that got buffed, or do you feel that you're doing worse with the weapons that got nerfed? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the last thing here, I got a little bit of a mini rant, guys. So yesterday I was planning on playing Splatoon 2, like I said, but the servers were down because they were doing some type of maintenance or maybe updating the patch. Whatever the case was, the servers were down for a little bit, but I wasn't able to join back into Splatoon 2 before the servers came back on later in my live stream, because I only live streamed for about an hour. But in the meantime, I was like, okay, well, what PS4 and Xbox One games can I play in the meantime? So I decided, hey, okay, let's play this game. Let's play Overwatch. So I go on the back of the box. Now, in Overwatch, of course, you can play online 1 to 12 players. It says minimum 20 gigabytes as far as how much space that you need for this game. So I'm thinking, okay, 20 gigabytes, no problem there. I'm just going to, I think I already have it installed. Yeah, I already have it installed on there. So maybe there's an update. Maybe it's like a gigabyte or two. And I'm like, great. All right. So I pop in the disc to play. It doesn't pop up at first. I'm like, okay, take it out, pop it back in. Then it finally reads it. Or maybe I just didn't see that it was in my PS4 games list. But anyway, I go to my PS4 games list. I press on it. and it wouldn't let me start up. And I'm like, okay, what's going on there? And then they're like, oh, you have to download an update. I'm like, all right, cool. Download an update. Maybe it's gigabyte, 2 gigabytes, 3, whatever the case is. I scroll up to it at my notifications tab on my PS4, and it's freaking 21 gigabytes. And it's like, oh, this is going to take 6 or 8 hours to download. What the? 8 hours? 21 gigabytes? Ah! I'm not waiting 6 hours or 45 minutes or however long it's going to take. And these updates, man, I'm telling you, these updates, these huge, massive 21 gigabyte update to a game, so more than the actual game itself. The update is bigger than the actual game itself. I cannot stand this new age of gaming, guys. Look, I don't have a problem with updates. You want to do an update, gigabyte update, 2 gigabytes, 3 gigabytes, okay. But a 20 gigabyte update? Like, I'm so sick and tired of popping in a physical disc and the disc takes up space on your hard drive. It's not a digital game. I have the actual real game, and I ranted about this before. I have the real game. I ranted about this before, but it's so upsetting that this is the way that gaming is going, to where you have a physical game and no matter what, it's like a PC. It takes up your hard drive space. It's not a PC. I bought a console for a console. I already have a PC that does that. That's probably one of my most hated things about this generation, or this new generation, is that now it's just okay. We lost the ability to just be able to pop in a game and play it. Now we have to sit there and wait through endless downloads, 20 gigabyte downloads, games that are 100 gigabytes. I'm telling you guys, I'm not doing this anymore. I have lost all patience for sitting around and waiting for stuff to update with 20 gigabytes with Gears of War. I pop out, it's like over 100 gigabytes. I'm not gonna wait and sit here for 100 gigabytes of downloading crap. I don't have the patience for that, and that's not what gaming's about. I guess I'm getting old, maybe that's just me, but I'm so sick and tired of that. I like quick updates, I don't mind those, but 20 gigabyte updates, 30 gigabyte updates, 100 gigabyte games, I'm not about that life anymore. I'm not about that life. Heck, I never was about that life. Not even about anymore. I was never about that life in the first place, because that was one of the things that I really disliked going into this new generation. So I'm glad that Nintendo is doing things a little bit differently. Maybe they don't get everything the other systems get. That's fine. If I can just pop in a cartridge, get faster load times and speeds, I can just get into my game. The updates that have been out so far since the Switch's launch have never been massive, huge 20-something gigabyte updates. So I'm okay with that, because these systems, like, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, that's my end of my rant. I don't want to turn it into like bashing or anything like that, and I'm not trying to bash the systems or anything like that. I'm just so sick and tired of these freaking updates and these massive patches that just take forever. I'm done. I'm done with it. And I know what some people are going to say, oh, well, you can set it to auto downloads and all that, but a lot of the time I don't even have the space on my PS4 or my Xbox One. I don't even have the space, because all of the games take up all your space. So even if you want to auto download it, it doesn't matter. It's not going to auto download it because you don't have the space, because every single game that you buy takes up space on your hard drive, even though it's a physical game. So whatever. End of rant. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Have you had any situations like mine? I would love to hear you guys' stories as well. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs, in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier. Be entered to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize each up tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which we'll be having this Friday, Splatoon, ARMS, and so much more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace.